Hi everyone, my name is Emanuela Bisoni, and this is my baby boy Sonnie, who is 8 years old today. So, I wanted to share my experience with everybody and really try to help anybody who really needs it and is at a point that I was 4 years ago, or actually more so 2 years ago, and I was really lost. In my first video I did share with you what I went through with him and that he had twisted his stomach 2 years ago. I was cooking for him previously because he really had digestive issues since he was a puppy. Any type of commercial food that I used, whether it was the most blandest, the most organic, did not work as far as commercial dog food went. So I finally met Danya, who I really do call my earth angel because I really don't know where I would be or he would be today. And I thank God and the universe every day. So I really want to share what I make for him on a daily basis. And today we're going to start with his breakfast. He gets a fruit smoothie every morning with probiotics, almond butter, and a little bit of coconut water. And I do add in his probiotics into his smoothie. When we first started this whole process with me trying to get him over the colitis, we were actually using acidophilus and bifidus separately, and I was actually giving it to him on a daily basis without food on an empty stomach. So with anybody that is going to reach out to me for any guidance, we're going to start from the beginning. If your dog has issues, if your dog doesn't have issues like he did, then we could definitely just go with starting with acidophilus and bifidus, not being on a ramp-up process, which is what I had to do with him. So this is his breakfast, mainly. He gets different fruits, but I always give him a banana, which I'm going to put into the NutriBillet, and actually he knows it's coming. So you can see he's always right by my side, and I'm sure that in a little while, which you'll probably see as well, he's going to start drooling. So I'm going to put the banana in there and with a little bit of coconut water. And I always use, or I try to use, Harmless Harvest, which is really one of the best and most pure coconut waters there are. And then I also do put in a tablespoon of butter, almond butter. And I always try to stick with Artisana, and actually he's hungry because he's making that little noise, so he's waiting for it. And it's the Artisana brand that I use for almond butter, and that is really one of the best ones on the market. Now I'm going to peel his apple and his pear, and we always have to remove the skin because dogs cannot digest the skin on fruits. You can use different fruits, and you'll see as I go along. Today he's having the apple, pear, and banana. Yesterday he had apple, pear, and papaya. The day before that he had mango with the apple and pear. So I always try to mix it up. He never gets the same thing, and you'll see that as I go along. It's very easy to prepare. It's not overwhelming. It does take a little bit of, practice as you're going along, and then you kind of get the hang of it, which within, as I mentioned in my first video, within a year, we had reversed his colitis. And I truly, truly 100% believe it had to do with his diet, probiotics, and enzymes. So the enzymes I used to put into, which is right here, the enzymes I used to put into his every meal. Depending on what the meal was, he would depend on how many capsules I would open up and put into it. So since he's already past the point of the colitis, I don't put the enzymes in his breakfast meals anymore. I used to put one in, and that was it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to blend the apple and the pear before I add the banana because of the fact that it's actually already filled up. And also one more thing, and I'll just put it in now, is probiotics. And again, with the probiotics, in the beginning, And this is more of a complete probiotics that has microalgae in it. It has Acidophilus and bifidus. In the beginning, when we first began with the ramp up process, it was Acidophilus and bifidus separately, and we were giving it to him every morning on an empty stomach. This he can have with a smoothie, so that's what I'm doing now. And then when we first began in the beginning as well, it was a ramp up process. You know, he was on probably about 8 Acidophilus and bifiduses by the 4th week, because we had to really get his stomach strong. And it is a process. He goes through a detoxification process. He goes through where they become more gassy, and you can become more gassy, have diarrhea. But I will tell you one thing. I did one of the things that completely in 2 days removed any mucus from his stool was zucchini, organic zucchini, raw always, and celery stick. So I took half of an organic zucchini and a celery stick. I blended it, and I was using a tablespoon of it in his main meals. And within 2 days, the mucus was out of his stool. And the diarrhea that he had 4 months straight every day was every day just getting better and better. And that was an immediate improvement. All right. It doesn't take long with the NutriBullet, and he's waiting for it. He's always creeping up behind me. And now I'm going to peel the pear and add the pear into it, and that's it. And then he's going to be done, and you'll see he's going to lick it up. And usually he's drooling all over the place. I'm not sure if he is, but I know that it's funny. It's funny to watch how in the beginning he didn't even want to hear about smoothies, and as maybe within 2 weeks he was looking forward to it, and he would just wait for it. And it was just so crazy how he wouldn't move from my side, and he just enjoyed it, because once they start tasting different foods, they always are so excited to eat, because they're not getting the same thing over and over again. And also that is what happens as well. First of all, you know, grains, dogs should never be on, and he does not ever get any grains. And in the beginning, when I was cooking for him, before I met Danya, I actually was cooking chicken and brown rice, and I was adding a little bit of celery in it, but everything was cooked. So he wasn't getting any of the minerals, any of the nutrients, none of the enzymes, the natural enzymes that food has in his diet, because everything was cooked. And once everything is cooked, you know, here he is. Everything is cooked, and it takes the nutrients right out of it. So eating things, and this is also for us as well. You know, if you have issues with your body. All right. And I'll say that when I'm making these and my nieces are around, I have to make them some, because they're loving it as well. All right, so we're going to put it in his bowl. He's waiting, and he's drooling as usual. Do we see the drool on the floor? You see it? So, anyone who needs any assistance, that's what I'm here for. The consultations are all free. I don't charge anything. I just want to pay it forward, like, you know, Danya did with me. The only cost is really the supplements, which is a complete necessity. But here is his apple butter, banana and pear smoothie. And that is it. So thank you so much. Look forward to educating you on another main meal or a snack. And anything that, you know, any comments that you guys have, please just comment below, and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you so much.